How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at The WW Show. Appreciate y'all. See, I hit that like on the way in. What it do? Brooklyn Strong is in the house. Say South Side is pulling up. Y'all come on in. Do not be afraid. Tell somebody about a player around here in these streets. That's what's up. I hope that all is well. I hope that y'all is doing great. Detroit, the 313 is in the building for that fight. We finna try to bring it. Say, hey, Willie, the 801 Salt Lake City, Utah, back in the mother for 30 minutes of 5. Watch 23, 16, your 9. Say, hey, Willie, the Bronx is up in here for that fight. Say, hey, chat family, the Bronx, New York is in this bitch. Say, well, poppin' past the leg of 30 minutes of fight. Say, love from Louisiana. Say, hey, my chocolate covered nephew. What it do? Say, Willie, the midday news, the 513 is hitting that like with what up, congregation? Damn it, this don't look right from my peripherals, right? Making me feel bad. Orlando is in the building. Houston, Texas is in the house. Y'all come on in and say, hey, Sugar. Littleton, North Carolina in that bed. What it do? Say, hey, Sugar. I like that right there. You say the D is in the building. Say, what up, though? Willie, the 713 is in that bed. Say, what is our LGBT people doing today? They have been doing a lot when it comes down to your churn, education. I hear in these streets. You got to pay attention. Say, what's up, Pastor? The 434 is checking in. Hold on. I need something to drink. Breathe, get the oxygen in, let the oxygen flow. Remember, you got to get your blood pressure checked. Check your blood pressure. You can buy your own device from any convenience store. Hell, they might sell blood pressure machines at the corner stores now. I have no idea. You might pick them up in the bodega or something like that right there. Just go around and look. But if you can't, you can go around to Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, or something. Pick up a little blood pressure machine or something like that. I did mine. I'm 122/86 to earlier. That was around about 11 o'clock around here. So I guess that I'm all right. Today is Wednesday, isn't it? A lot of people say Wednesday, because we just shorten stuff because we want to. But it's Wednesday. W-E-D, NIS, N-E-S. Wednesday, D-A-Y out here for those of you who may not know. Say, Willie, what your shirt say? It say 419. Shit. Give me a minute. 419. Give me a minute. Y'all know that's that 420 out here in these streets. We do support. We do represent. The 420 struggle and the things that people is going through to legitimize shit. I picked the wrong word, but it sounded good out here in these streets. To legalize that plant, that reefers, that booger, that chill out, that get right, that don't get in no don't have no events. That chill, like, I don't feel like doing that right now. Like, I don't even know why we arguing right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what that reefer does. Essential product saves lives. Exactly. The 334 Gun Monkey Town is up in the building. Say, Who? Tampa is in the building. What's happening? Say Florida is in the building. Say I'm smoking it now. Go ahead on and get it in and enjoy the rest of your life. How y'all living? How you living? Y'all finna go ahead on and get into the main. Damn it, I'm finna say the main event. We finna go ahead on and get into some news that you may can use, and maybe some news that you can't use, but at least you will be entertained the whole time we is presenting what's out here on Earth. Hey, we got a shooting. We got, damn it, a dog of you, sister. A dog of you, sister. Done got shot out here in Brooklyn. This is not nothing new, but, this is a new story. It is what it is. But y'all got to listen. I done already told y'all your mouths. Willie say hush. Willie say females cannot be males. Willie say that females, y'all typically can't beat a man. Y'all got to stop stepping up in the paint as if you was ready to throw that. Well, a lot of y'all do be ready to throw down with a male because y'all is under the understanding that males is not supposed to fight you back the way that you trying to fight the male. Y'all will continue to lose. Y'all will continue to lose. I'm just here to help. Here we go.
Hospitalized and barely hanging on after she was shot outside her apartment yesterday. As CBS 2's Ali Bauman reports, investigators believe the shooting may have stemmed from a landlord-tenant dispute.
Stephanie Cobb is facing the hardest decision a mother could make.
We have to make a family decision to take her off of life support because they say she's not going to never recover.
Got to take her off life support. Let me tell y'all something. Please don't. I know you love people and stuff like that right there, but you gonna have to take them off life support because if y'all don't, you gonna drain. You gonna drain all the paper that you don't work for. That bill is a beast. Listen, give them about a week if they don't want to wake up. I'm being for real. Like, I'm not joking. You will deplete all your damn funds hoping somebody wake up. If they give them by 5 to 7 days. It depends on how much you care. But give them by 5 to 7 days and then just we got to move on.
So we never wake up.
29-year-old Danielle Parker was shot in the neck Sunday outside her family's apartment on Dumont Avenue in East New York as
What did she do?
they were wrapping up dinner.
It's crazy. She never bothered nobody. She's a sweetheart.
The sad thing is she got a 4-year-old daughter.
She never bothered nobody. She's a sweetheart. She have a 4-year-old daughter. Keep it going.
I haven't told her yet.
Police sources tell us the victim had been arguing via text message through dinner with 2 former tenants of the apartment who moved out after a dispute with the family.
They kept on sending messages, kept trying to video call, trying to text. Then my daughter annoyed it. And they saying, come outside, just come outside. So my daughter went outside.
She started running downstairs and stormed downstairs.
Back that up in case you didn't hear what she did.
Then my daughter annoyed it. And they saying, come outside, just come outside.
They did some high school shit. Antagonizing. Come out the door. Come out the door. Through text messages and video chats. Come outside.
So my daughter went outside.
Went outside. And when we go outside, we don't have control over our lives 100% outside. We kind of have control 99% inside, but not outside.
She started running downstairs and stormed downstairs. They was fighting at first.
And then a single gunshot.
I heard one shot, boom. Yeah, in the head. And then I came and looked out my window right here, and then she was down laid on the ground.
Police.
She ran outside to her death. Y'all gonna quit running outside. Y'all gonna quit being outside. Y'all gonna quit being talked into your death.
Have not made any arrests in this case, which is frustrating the victim's family, who feels strongly that they know who did this.
They feel strongly. She ran outside and got popped outside. There's no witnesses. Go ahead.
We only got one witness, but we don't know if he's going to come forward and talk because a lot of people don't want to talk to the cops.
A lot of people don't want to talk to the cops. This is our problem. We because we don't like cops, we won't tell the cops who killed somebody. Do y'all understand the mental foolery that's going on? Because we don't mess with the cops like that. I'm not gonna tell who knocked off somebody right outside of my apartment complex. We ain't doing that because we don't like the cops. So we like the killer more than we like the cops. Go ahead.
Caught in limbo with both the case and their daughter's life, the family is incapacitated in pain.
Stop playing around and get justice for my daughter. That's all I want.
Police are investigating and ask anyone with information to come forward. In East New York, Brooklyn, Allie Bauman.
I understand these people who want somebody to come forward, but then you got to ask yourself, you've been in the community all of these years. I'm not just speaking on her. I'm talking about everybody who's been in the community and saw something and didn't say shit. But then when it hit your doorstep, please tell. Please say something. Shout out to Lena Love for the $2 cash app. Say regular shit, NBK. Now say moving right along. I just got a point to make. I sure appreciate that right there. Listen. Like you just said, regular NBK. So that means this goes on and people is not speaking out. Again, when it hits your doorstep, please somebody say something. There was other people in your community who came out and said the same thing after it happened to them. Please say something. And you just stood around. That ain't my business. I ain't finna say nothing. It might be some repercussions. Yup. Say it's not the cops, it's the repercussions. Big word. I hear any goddamn scream. See, but you can say something anonymous. This what I don't understand. You could be anonymous. You can use a payphone if they still have them, but you can text this shit like you can tell and won't nobody even know that you told. Shout out to C. Collins for the $5 cash app. Say just showing love to the pastor. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Say if Charleston was there, you wouldn't be telling this story, Willie, because he would have told before Buddy got knocked off. There it is.
On CBS 2 News.
Brooklyn mother tonight hospitalized.
Hey, man, if y'all know something, say something. Y'all need to start telling. I'm trying to tell. But Willie, you don't have to live in the community after you've been had done told. You can be anonymous. So there is no excuse. The only thing that I can come up with, we don't have a problem with the shooter. We only have a problem with law enforcement. Keep the party going. I ain't even much gonna hold you. Y'all, we got an update. Ooh, we got an update right now. Hold up. What the hell I do with it? Oh, because it's in numbers. It's in numbers. I had to move it right.
Plano Police.
Shut up. I ain't ready for you. Let me go ahead on and get this. Listen, y'all. We got to get the numbers up. Damn it, I did the wrong thing again. Hold up, swole up. Let me remove it. Y'all got to get the numbers up. We try to get over 500 in every show. In case you're new around here, we need over 500 thumbs up. We do got a PayPal. We do got a Cash App. We do got a Super Chat. Everything is supporting the machine. I really do appreciate y'all for being around here, taking the time out to be around the player, and hopefully one day in the future when things is popping, I will never have to speak on thumbs up. I would never have to speak on thumbs up. I would never have to speak on support. Maybe one day in the future. Moving right along, we got an update. We got an update about those community activists who had done jumped on that manager when they were trying to sell candy. Damn it, we got somebody. Here we go.
Plano police say a metal pipe was used to beat a manager at a Hooters restaurant, breaking his arm and giving him a concussion. Tonight, 2 of the 7 suspects from this violent attack last week are in police custody. 20-year-old Tony Marshall is charged with assault and robbery. 19-year-old Jeremiah Powell is also charged with assault.
Is these boy brothers? They got the same tattoo? Go ahead.
Police are still looking for Powell's twin brother and say 4 juveniles could also face charges.
Okay, wait. All right, bam. So we got 2 and we looking for 1. All right, cute. This one is 20 years old, an adult. He gone. This one is in custody and looking for his twin brother, and I guess that they are both minors or something like that. But watch this. I did the show yesterday. And talked about, the shooter in Riley. I showed y'all 3 videos where they didn't even put up a picture. These teenagers who jumped on a manager at a restaurant. They got their pictures up.
Marshall is charged with
maybe because they is dog you. I don't know.
Assault and robbery. 19-year-old Jeremiah Powell is also charged with assault. Police are still looking for Powell's twin brother and say 4 juveniles could also face charges.
Oh, all of them are adults. Go ahead.
Fox 4's Peyton Yeager is live in Plano with that story. Peyton.
Blake, Plano police, they were in contact with other police departments regarding this group of individuals causing conflicts at other North Texas restaurants. But Plano police also tell me that this group has been at this specific Hooters restaurant that was caught on video before, but this time it turned violent.
So they had them in the other establishments and been causing a problem. Oh, okay.
Plano police have now identified the 3 men they say are seen in this viral video violently attacking a Hooters manager and a customer back on October 6th. The manager, pinned in the corner, suffered a broken arm and a concussion. The customer was taken to a hospital with a head injury.
We already had a vehicle to look for, and we got some tips from the community.
19-year-old Jeremiah Powell sits in the Collin County Jail charged with assault, bodily injury, and riot participation. 20-year-old Tony Marshall is also in custody for assault, bodily injury, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and robbery.
Yeah. They caught felonies behind selling chocolate candy.
Both were arrested in Fort Worth on Monday. However, investigators are still looking for 19-year-old Jay Powell, Jeremiah Powell's twin brother. A warrant for aggravated assault has been issued.
2 out of the 3 is obviously good, but we want to, there's consequences to this story, and so everybody that is participating in it has consequences.
Oh, speaking to the community, don't worry. We gonna get them. Don't worry about it.
The attack happened after a group of
even the female in the video say all over a chocolate bar.
Children selling chocolate bars were kicked out of the Hooters off Central Expressway and East Plano Parkway. Investigators say the juveniles became angry no one was giving them money. A customer assisted the manager in escorting the kids out.
Did y'all hear what we just said? Because they wasn't making sales. Shout out to London for the $1 cash out. Say 2019 to 18 years old, so none of them have a job. Absolutely correct.
The attack happened after a group of children selling chocolate bars were kicked out of the Hooters off Central Expressway and East Plano Parkway. Investigators say the juveniles became angry no one was giving them money.
No one was giving them money. No one was interested in buying chocolate from players who got their shirts off at Hooters. That makes sense.
A customer assisted the manager in escorting the kids out.
I like that you said that. So you 19 selling candy. Okay.
That's when police say the 3 adult males exited a vehicle. According to an arrest affidavit, the manager told police he was hit with a metal pipe, and then both he and the customer were punched and kicked multiple times. At least one boy is seen joining the adults in beating the manager. Police say 20-year-old Tony Marshall smashed the lobby window with a metal ashtray stand.
Pretty Tony, pimp, listen, you got a felony. Don't even worry about it. There will possibly be no bond for neither one of you because y'all is a threat to the community. You have a problem in the community and you have a problem with establishments. So don't even worry about it, Pretty Tony. Go ahead, pimping.
Shattered glass caused multiple Hooters employees to need stitches. Marshall is accused of also stealing the manager's wallet and keys before the entire group took off.
Yeah. And you got a robbery charge.
There are other communities that have dealt with the same issue from these juveniles.
The Colony Police Department revealed last month the Powell twins and 5 other juveniles ranging in ages from 10 to 12 were issued criminal trespass warnings for selling chocolate near the Grandscape Shopping Center. Police say it's possible the adults and the juveniles are all related.
I can believe that. Shout out to the Fit Sim for the $2 super chat. Say something wrong with that police lady. I thought so too, but all right.
The Dallas Police Department assisted Plano police in identifying the 3 men through social media accounts and prior arrests. This is a previous mugshot of Marshall from a 2021 arrest in Tarrant County. Fort Worth police say Marshall assaulted a woman who was pregnant and also choked her multiple times.
And people in the community will say, don't tell on them. Don't snitch on them.
Police also tell me charges could be coming against the juveniles. That is still part of this investigation. It's also still unclear what they were raising money for with the chocolate bars.
Hey, I wonder what kind of chocolate they were selling. Everybody don't like dark chocolate and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that regular chocolate, the chocolate that has no nutritional properties and shit. That's the stuff that we like. You know what I'm saying? But then again, y'all grown selling candy. Y'all could get a job and make more than y'all selling candy, right? Let's go back to the police officer because she was saying something and it...
2 out of the 3 is obviously good, but we want to, there's consequences to this story, and so everybody that is participating in it has consequences.
So it's something else.
The juveniles speaking them Tony Marshall smashed the lobby window with a metal ashtray stand. Shattered glass caused multiple Hooters employees to need stitches. Marshall is accused of also stealing the manager's wallet and keys before the entire group took off.
There are other communities that have dealt with the same issue from these juveniles.
The Colony...
It's like she kind of afraid to talk about the juvenile, or is she afraid to really speak because they darker hue and she don't want to be looked at as a racist or something like that? Baby, speak your goddamn mind. Y'all got to get rid of these N-words. They need to be sat down on vacation for at least 5. You know what I'm saying? The juveniles need to be sat down at least 1.5. But they just kids, Willie. Yup. Moving right along, I ain't even much gonna hold you. Y'all around here trying to save Patricia them churn. Fuck them churn. What am I supposed to say? I don't know. We got another update. I'm not done. Wait. Let me grab that, cop that, close that, do that, move that, slide that, bam. Got that. Hold on. People have been accusing me of like being hard on my own people. Willie, you're hard on your own people. Well, ain't you like harder like on your own kids than like the neighbor's kids? And just because we all darker hue don't mean that we peoples. Y'all really got to start understanding that. I do understand. I do get it. We tend to cling to each other because of our hues. It's understood. But just because we the same hues, it don't mean that we is down for one another like that. Damn it, if they'll cause a problem around there, they may cause a problem in my community. So they need to get from around here. Bottom line, listen. If y'all got a problem with these folk being incarcerated and all that shit and getting time, please invite them into your community. Please let them be in your community where you is okay with everything. We got an update. We talked about it yesterday. A mother and a boyfriend was captured. They got video of it now of what had done transpired. Everything that supposedly had done happened. Here we go.
Here with new disturbing allegations of abuse after authorities capture a Houston area mother and her boyfriend in Louisiana. Thank you for joining us. I'm Keith Garvin.
Good evening. I'm Daniela Guzman. That couple was at the center of an Amber Alert today after 5 children were reported missing in Cyprus. And now we're learning that 2 of their siblings may have been handcuffed inside of their home.
And remember, we got him.
RC2's Bryce Newberry live downtown at the Harris County Jail with the new details. Bryce.
Keith, this all started with teenage twins escaping from their Cyprus area home, handcuffed, bruised, and malnourished, according to deputies. And tonight, their mother and her boyfriend, captured nearly 300 miles away, are being brought back here to the Harris County Jail to face charges.
Shout out to the Swaggy Deacon for the $1 cash out. Say they was selling Reggie chocolate edibles, bitch. That's what's up. Hey. Shit, it really should have been selling.
This is the silver Mitsubishi SUV that a mother and her boyfriend fled the state in, surrounded by Louisiana State Police in Baton Rouge late Tuesday. Inside, 40-year-old Zykia Duncan and her boyfriend Jova Terrell, who took off from their Cyprus home around 5:30 Tuesday morning with 6 of her kids, ranging from 7 to 18 years old. The Amber Alert issued at 2:45 Tuesday afternoon as Sky 2 captured deputies outside the family's home. Louisiana police only found 1 of the kids while arresting the suspects a couple hours later. The rest are safe at a relative's home where the suspects allegedly dropped them off.
You have to ask yourself, why was the twins handcuffed though? They're gonna talk about it. Shout out to Richard D for the $2 cash out. Say just because we the same hue don't mean we the same viewpoint. Absolutely correct.
This started after Harris County deputies say Duncan's 16-year-old twins escaped from the home Monday night and found someone to call police, claiming they didn't know the address because they hadn't lived there long and hadn't been outside recently.
They've been here for about 2 weeks, so they're definitely new as well.
Deputies said,
you know it's a problem when you done been somewhere for 2 weeks as a teenager, at 16-year-olds, and you don't know your address.
The twins are now in the hospital and in CPS custody after allegedly being handcuffed, bruised, and malnourished. When deputies went to the home to investigate the abuse allegations, the rest of the family already fled.
Oh, they was handcuffed, abused, and malnourished. So I can understand they not really paying attention to no address and they malnourished. Go ahead.
Louisiana court records show in 2012 Duncan was accused of 3 counts of cruelty to juveniles after doctors treated her 5-year-old for burns consistent with being submerged in hot water. The child also regularly slept on a closet floor with boards in front of the door to stop them from escaping and stealing food from the kitchen.
Wait.
Treated her
Talk about a good mama.
5-year-old for burns consistent with being submerged in hot water.
2012 Louisiana criminal charge. They let this good mama, who had 3 counts of cruelty to the juvenile, to the children, burns consistent with being submerged in hot water. Child slept in locked closet, so they had to do like a CPS investigation shit to go and see, and or the child told them that they slept in the closet with the boards blocking so they can't eat food. They gave the children back. They allowed her to keep the children. Her body, her babies.
The child also regularly slept on a closet floor with boards in front of the door to stop them from escaping and stealing food from the kitchen. Both the mother and her boyfriend are expected to be brought back to Texas, where they will face first-degree injury to a child charges. There's no word tonight, though, when they will be back here just yet.
Let me point this out to y'all, too. She's 40. He's 27. So now he done caught a felony with her. He's been with her 16-year-old twins who have been handcuffed and malnourished he got with her, and the children was malnourished. Now, we don't know how long they've been together, but he's 27. If they've been together for 10 years, the children was like 6. The children possibly malnourished then. 2012 was 10 years ago, to where she went through it with criminal charges and DCF. So if he got with her or been with her for 10 years, then he known exactly what's been going on. And he been fine with it, but then that would have made him 17. Was she with him, or did they get together while he was a minor? We don't know. I hope somebody can, let us know how long they actually been together. But he done found himself at 27 years old with a felony. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Whitlow Jr. for the $2 super chat. Say, keep doing what you're doing, player. I appreciate that right there. But when she get out, give the children back to their mama, like y'all been doing.
We're live at the Harris County Jail tonight. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
Right.
That's what's up. Get them children back to their mama. We love the kids. We care about the children's well-being. Shout out to Damien for the $2 cash app. Say, trying to see what ladies need. They booty blown in. As we do out here in the street. Hey, children, watch 283-6 and your 9. You got to follow mama rules. It is what it is. Moving right along. Ain't even much going on. I got to go on and get on up out of here. We got a mobile mother. Man, I'm not done. What y'all thought was going to happen around here? Hold on. Let. Mobile. So that's M-O-B. So let's go back one.
My whole thing was how they go.
Right here. Whew. Boy. I've been trying to put in that work. Listen, y'all. We got over 400 people watching. We need to have over 400 thumbs up right now so we can do something to the algorithm. I appreciate y'all. Say she was 37 with a 16-year-old. I'm trying. It's possible. Depends on the state. It was possibly legal. What is the age of consent in Texas? Houston, Texas. Maybe she was molding him. Alabama, that's what's up. Listen, they say a mom says that her daughter was ambushed during a prank. Here we go.
Toilet paper and houses to now we're throwing projectiles.
New tonight from us, a frustrated mother wants something done after she says her daughter was assaulted. Brittany D says her 16-year-old daughter ended up in the emergency room Friday night after several of her classmates threw stuff at her, hitting her in the face. It's now being investigated by Mobile police.
Texas 17? Okay.
Fox News reporter Ariel Mallory working the story for us tonight. Ariel, what did police have to say?
Well, Byron, right now police are investigating it as suspicious circumstances, but no other details outside of that. Well, tonight, Brittany D says someone needs to answer for what happened to her daughter. I do want to warn you first, though, some of the images may be graphic.
It's an injustice. It really is. And it's not fair at all because my kid matters. And it's all being brushed away like she doesn't.
Tonight, this mother wants accountability after she says her daughter was ambushed. This is what Brittany D says her 16-year-old daughter's face looked like Friday night. Her eyes swollen shut after her school's homecoming game. D says several of the students were pranking one another by TPing houses. But Friday night, D says the harmless prank went too far.
Before they actually got to the house, the kids jumped out and ambushed them and threw eggs and other things at them, and my child got hit in the face.
Stop. I just caught on to what's going on. So I guess she was a part of TPing or whatever they call it, houses, the way you throw the toilet paper and stuff at people's houses and eggs and stuff like that. So you mean to tell me because she wasn't watching the 12, 3, 6, and the 9, she got hit in the face with, I guess, eggs and objects. You supposed to duck, baby.
Her eyes is swollen shut, it's still swollen shut, and we had to take her to the emergency room.
Dee says her daughter had several items thrown at her, cutting her face. This is what her daughter's shirt looked like afterwards. A report was filed with Mobile Police, and it's being investigated as suspicious circumstances. Dee says that's not enough.
Nobody's taking accountability. Nobody has picked up the phone or talked to me and my husband and said, like, hey, I'm sorry. What can we do? Can we help or anything like that? If anything, it's been the opposite. Like,
let me ask you something. Was your daughter involved in supposed to be doing stuff to houses? Did she also throw back objects, or was she just like a real innocent bystander? I'm just asking.
They shouldn't have been over here.
Says the eggs
Now,
all
Dee
right.
tells me no other teens were hurt. We'll let you know if charges are filed.
So she was the only one who got hurt?
Tonight in Mobile, Ariel Mallory, Fox 10 News.
Room Friday night after several of her classmates threw stuff at her, hitting her in the face. It's now being investigated by Mobile Police.
Oh, so it seems to me that her classmates didn't like her. Her peers had a problem with her. They said they were throwing boiled eggs and frozen eggs and shit.
Fox 10 News reporter Ariel Mallory working the story for us tonight. Ariel, what did police have to say?
Well, Byron, right now, police are investigating it as suspicious circumstances, but no other details outside of that.
She said her daughter was taping houses. So she was a part of what was going on. You know, trying to destroy people's homes with the toilet paper. So then the homeowners got to come out and clean this shit up the next morning and all that stuff right there. So your daughter was a part of the problem. But then when it turned on her, now it's a problem. Go ahead.
Well, tonight, Brittany D says someone needs to answer for what happened to her daughter. I do want to warn you first, though, some of the images may be graphic.
It's an injustice. It really is. Like, and it's not fair at all because my kid matters. And it's all being brushed away like she doesn't.
So if your child wasn't the one who face was swollen, you wouldn't be on the news. I promise you, you wouldn't be out here teaming up with the parent who had the problem.
Tonight, this mother wants accountability after she says her daughter was ambushed. This is what Brittany D says her 16-year-old daughter's face looked like Friday night. Her eyes swollen shut after her school's homecoming game. D says several of the students were pranking one another by TPing houses. But
several students was pranking one another. So that means her daughter was outside with the pranking. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Graphic to who? Because he said, let me warn you guys, these photos and what you may see is graphic. This shit regular. What? We grown.
But Friday night, D says the harmless prank went too far.
So at first it was harmless. Harmless. That your daughter was a part of. Then it got unharmless because I'm guessing your daughter didn't know how to duck. I'm confused.
When they actually got to the house, the kids jumped out and ambushed them and threw eggs and other things at them, and my child got hit in the face.
So did the group that your child was with, they didn't have eggs and all they had was like toilet paper? We just went through a toilet paper crisis, and people was out here throwing toilet paper. Shout out to Logan for the $2 super chat. You say the boys in blue caught stealing on body cam by mistake. No, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Her eyes is swollen shut. It's still swollen shut. And we had to take her to the emergency room.
Dee says her daughter had several items thrown at her, cutting her face. This is what her daughter's shirt looked like afterwards.
They don't like your daughter. I promise you. They was waiting for the right time. They didn't like your daughter, baby.
A report was filed with Mobile Police, and it's being investigated as suspicious circumstances. Dee says that's not enough.
Nobody's taking accountability. Nobody has picked up the phone or talked to me and my husband and said, like, hey, I'm sorry. What can we do? Can we help or anything like that? If anything, it's been the opposite. Like, they shouldn't have been over here.
They should. I don't understand. Now she's saying that they shouldn't have been over there, but your daughter was doing the same thing that they was doing. So what you mean that they should have been over there? They was pranking one another. I don't understand. Man, maybe I'm just getting the story wrong. But anyway, gotta watch 23-6-9 and tell your children to not be throwing toilet paper, teeping people's homes. That's not a positive in the community. Do not allow your children to be involved in something like this in the first place. Then maybe we won't have these problems. Moving right along. I'm not even gonna hold you. No. How much time we got? Bam, bam, bam. Listen, let's go on and get to the main event, because I know that's what a lot of y'all is here for, as you should be. That's what's up. Whew. We've kind of talked about this a lot as far as schools and what a lot of school districts want to teach the children. We have a problem, or we had a problem in Florida, to where this thing came up and they was like the Don't Say Gay bill, I think. Yeah, that is what the thing we had in Florida was. People was arguing whether we should teach, or we should allow the schools to teach kindergarten to third graders LGBTQ stuff. We should teach different genders and I guess sexual different sexual stuff. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They argue to teach kindergarten to third graders. Not your middle schoolers, not the high schoolers. Kindergarten to third graders. They want to teach them different, that there's basically more than two genders. Kindergarten to third graders. We had real adults fighting for this to be a thing to teach your kids. And then it was a thing of you could not opt out. Shout out to Robert for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that right there. Just like over in California, to where they did, if I'm not mistaken, the trans gay reading day or something like that right there. And or teaching transgender stuff in school. And the parents could not opt out. They would not even tell the parents which days that this was going to be taught on, so the parents could keep their child home from school, because a lot of parents, they don't want their kids taught this LGBT curriculum. Well, in Dearborn, they had the council meetings and stuff, and people did not agree about a whole bunch of the things that's going on. They're talking about 6 books. 6 books. 6 books that's in the library. There's parents who is for it. There's parents who is against it. This is how the American system works. And it's a good thing that this is how the American system works, because we don't have to all fall in line with one thought process. Let me go ahead on and put it up on the screen. What is this? Hundreds of yada, yada, yada. Let me slide this. Put this. Let me go back. What do I need to do? Grab this. Do that, because I don't want them speaking before I'm ready for them to speak. What is this? Houston, hundreds. Bam, bam, bam. I got it. Bam. We right here. Y'all finna go on and get into it. Remember, y'all, we got to get the likes up. We got to get the likes up. Let me know what y'all thinking about the things that y'all is seeing. Here we go. Oh, wait. I got to slide first. Here we go.
Move now to Dearborn, where hundreds gathered tonight in a very spirited evening to discuss banning books in schools.
At issue, 6 books some say are inappropriate for school-aged children. Those books are Push, Lovely Bones, Eleanor and Park, Red, White, and Royal Blue, This Book is Gay, and All Boys Aren't Blue. They're
Stop. Y'all heard the titles of the books. Y'all heard the titles of the books. I got one thing to say about one of the books. Do y'all understand that they really don't, in my mind, push the LGBT on females? Or is it just me? Because there is a specific book for males. One specific book for males. Dedicated to males. Now, I don't know if they have a book dedicated to females. But this book is specifically for males.
Lovely Bones, Eleanor and Park, Red, White, and Royal Blue. This book is gay, and all boys aren't blue.
All boys aren't blue. Is there also a book, All Girls Aren't Pink? I don't know. Maybe it is. Somebody educate me. I'm asking for clarity.
Currently under review. Tonight's meeting at Stout Middle School, wrapping up just moments ago. Pamela Osborne is there live, and Pamela, things got very heated at times.
They did, but between security that was hired and Dearborn Police, there were about 12 different police officers, security people here, so things didn't get too out of hand, although there were quite a few disruptions. The board, by the way, they don't have any say in this review process, but still, they listened to hours and hours of comment from people concerned about removing those books from the shelves and people who want to see them stay.
Say a friend of mine just told me yesterday that her daughter was fighting a 10-year-old gay boy. I was lost at the boy. Oh, wait. I was lost at the boy is gay at 10. Say, who's allowing this?
It's very antagonistic.
We met Lisa Goddard, a mother of 5 former and current Dearborn Public School students outside of Stout Middle School after what she saw Monday. She wanted nothing to do with Thursday's continuation of that meeting, which ended abruptly when things started to unravel.
The people who really lose in this scenario aren't the adults who are all yelling at each other. It is the kids.
This teen, who identifies as queer and transgender, shouted to be heard as adults booed.
Had I been aware of the books and resources available to students in the libraries, I have no doubt I would have had an easier time accepting myself and relating.
Please allow the speaker to speak.
Those again.
That's a good point. Let me back it up. Y'all listen to what's being said now. We got to hear.
It is the kids.
This teen, who identifies as queer and transgender, shouted to be heard as adults booed.
Had I been aware of the books and resources available to students in the libraries, I have no doubt I would have had an easier time accepting myself and relating.
Please allow the speaker.
I would have had an easier time accepting myself had I known that there was these types of books in the library. Wait, what? So if a place don't have books speaking about LGBT, if the place don't have the books, then you have a hard time accepting who you are and or being who you are because there are no books. Y'all do understand that this teenager grew up. This is a teenager. From the time you was born, you've had what was called the internet. Y'all do understand that. From the time you was born, you've had the internet. The majority of kids don't even go to the library.
To speak. Those against the books that focus on LGBTQ issues and experiences say it was about the explicit nature.
I'm a 43-year-old man and I'm embarrassed to say this stuff. And yet you say it's okay for this to be in the hands of my children. Shame on you.
I'm not against the gay. I'm not against anything. I'm against the books.
Others don't see it that way at all.
So let's stop pretending this is about protecting children from books. We all know this is about erasing our LGBTQ students and staff. It was literally written on signs people brought to the meeting on Monday.
This is about erasing. What? I don't understand.
I'm not against anything. I'm against the books.
Others don't see it that way at all.
So let's stop pretending this is about protecting children from books. We all know this is about erasing our LGBTQ students and staff.
It's about erasing the LGBT students and staff. How? Okay, if we don't have the books in school, how is that erasing LGBT students and staff when y'all is like human? You cannot erase the humans unless you erase the humans. I don't understand. Y'all have the internet. You can buy books, you can download books to your phones. You cannot erase it. There's plenty of LGBT books online that you can get that if it's not in school, you're not being erased. I don't understand why this woman would say that. But go ahead.
It was literally written on signs people brought.
Okay, say in your house, not in our kids' hands. Keep your sin in your house. Say stop grooming our kids. Say it was literally in the signs outside, and this is why the news put these signs up. I guess this person is referring to these signs as erasing. This is not erasing. I don't understand.
Others argue parents concerned about the book should opt their...
Keep your dirty... Wait, hold on. Wait.
Signs people brought to the meeting on Monday.
Others argue...
Okay, keep your dirty books...
Parents concerned...
Keep your dirty books in the closet. Now listen. We support the LGBT community out here in the goddamn street. I don't think that the book should be kept in the closet. I don't think that. I don't think that certain material should be forced on the students, on the little kids. K through 12, we got a problem. Call that right there. I don't give a fuck. We got a problem. We shouldn't be talking about sexuality anyway at those ages. You let the parents do that shit. And if you is a state, a municipality, a community that would not allow the parents to exempt this type of material, that's where the problem comes in.
About the book should opt their child out.
Parents should absolutely have an active role in their child's reading and education, but no parent should be able to tell another parent what their child is allowed or not to read.
Thank you. Yeah. So, in my mind, should the books stay in the school? I don't think any sexual content should be in the school library, whether it's homosexual or heterosexual. It shouldn't be in the school library then.
Those who believe the books belong say other parents should have no say over what their children read.
And I, for one, won't give up my rights as a father to anyone whose parenting skills are so fragile their teenagers can be undone by ink on a page.
Oh, so he's for the books. Listen to what he said again.
Read.
Those who believe the books belong say other parents should have no say over what their children read.
And I, for one, won't give up my rights as a father to anyone whose parenting skills are so fragile their teenagers can be undone by ink on a page.
Your parenting skills. Do you understand what if you open up your mind to a lot of things, then a lot of different thoughts gets into your heads regardless, whether you're kids and or adults. You only know what you know. His point is, damn it, I just had it, but I lost it. Hold on.
Parenting skills are so fragile their teenagers can be undone by ink on a page.
Oh, all right, wait. Let me put it in full context. All right.
Their child is allowed or not to read.
Those who believe the books belong say other parents should have no say over what their children read.
And I, for one, won't give up my rights as a father.
I, for one, would not give up my rights as a father. Something that he may not understand, that your little rights can be taken away by a mother, but go ahead.
To anyone whose parenting skills are so fragile
to someone whose parenting skills is so fragile. Watch it.
Teenagers can be undone by ink on a page.
That what you've taught your teenagers could be undone by ink on a page. Do y'all know if he was to reverse that, he wouldn't like it? Look at it like this right here. Okay, if that's the case, and if you is teaching LGBT in your home, then you should not care whether it's taught in the schools. It should not even be like an issue. The same thing that I will say about like Black history. We complain that a lot of Black history is not taught in schools. Well, it should be taught at home. Like it really should be taught at home, but black history really is American history. But that's for a whole nother day. But yeah, so I understand this point, but you always got to look at things from both sides, though. If that's the case, then you shouldn't have a problem if it's not in the schools anyway. Because obviously you is for having the books in school to teach whatever the books is teaching. You should be able to teach that at home and be fine with it. It shouldn't even be an argument. It really shouldn't.
The teachers union, the American Federation of Teachers, went on the record saying it supports staff members, students, teachers, LGBTQ community members over political divisiveness. Now, I do want to mention here, they say that they think the board has done a good job with creating options for parents who have...
I'm glad that you said that. They say social media is the real parents out here. I think that what you said. But another one, these books will influence kids. See, and he have not been, I would say, like an honest person. Books is influential. Information is influential. I hope I'm saying that there right. So to say that because of people's parenting skills is so fragile, why do you think religious folk don't want certain things of the world imputed into their children? Because they do understand that information, other information other than that, can change what they have raised. It's the same thing in religion. It's the same thing. But because he's for it, he don't see that books is influential, whether it's a positive and or a negative.
Concerns about these books, which, by the way, in the future, after this, any books that are under review, they're going to remain on shelves. Right now, the books that are under review have been pulled. Reporting
all books that's under review have been pulled. That's what's up. Shout out to Alpha King K from Baltimore. I appreciate you being around here. Hold up. We ain't done. Shout out to Big Moochie for the $4.99 super chat. Say, Willie, them parents love their kids. Look how packed that meeting is. You say, I went to one in the upscale community. It was like 7 parents at the meeting. Damn, I'm trying to tell you, we don't come to the schools like that right now. We ain't coming out there to the goddamn school because we is what is called good parents. We don't do that. We got stuff to do, like, be on social media and stuff. That's real more important than sitting down listening to what people saying at the schoolhouse. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But listen. A lot of people is real angry. A lot of people in my mind is like too upset. But then again, too upset is a good thing if we're paying attention to what's going on at school. Now, I have another problem. I hope that this is not the only subject that people is angry about at school. If these school board meetings only look like this when it comes down to these LGBT books, that's a problem. If y'all not down there because of the food, that's a problem. The food in itself is a problem. If y'all not down there because they cut out PE from a lot of these schools, that's a problem. If y'all only concern is the LGBT books, then y'all full of crap. Here we go. We got another one. Oh, here we go. He big mad. He is really mad. He mad. Which is good to see, like a mad father about school. You know what I'm saying? But again, if it's just about the LGBT, That's a problem now. Shout out to Damien for the $2 cash app. You say books are influential. Say thank Christopher Columbus. Remember, they had us believing that Christopher Columbus discovered America, some shit that was already here. I would say that he discovered people on another piece of land for the people that he left. That makes more sense. If no one left the land that we're all on and somebody ventured out and found another land where there's people at, then he discovered it for the place where he's from, which would make sense, but that ain't what they taught us in school. Here we go.
An angry crowd at school board meeting cut short talk of banning LGBTQ books. The scene in Dearborn making headlines nationwide.
We don't need to be acting like mobsters. There is no need for this.
Osama Sablani is the longtime publisher of the Arab American News. He says he understands some parents may have concerns about what they call sexually explicit books in the school library, but this is not the way to address it.
The school have already responded, to them. They have issued a committees, and the committees are reviewing the books. The books are off the shelf.
Dearborn Schools now reviewing.
Okay, so the books is off the shelf. Okay.
6 library books after a parent complained, including "This book is gay" and "All boys aren't blue." Which were not physically in the school library, but were available as e-books.
Not physically in the school library, but is available as e-books through the school's library. Okay.
It's a constitutional issue from our perspective. There are opt-out alternatives for those parents who do not wish their children to view certain texts.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. So if they get, like I said previously, if they giving the parents the option to opt out, that's great. That's great. Because we have a lot of people who is not down with teaching the LGBT curriculum. Information or like a lot of people will say, you was trying to indoctrinate the kids with homosexuality. A lot of people's not for it. But, like I said, as long as you got a chance to opt out, I think that's a good thing. But then again, if the books is sexual in nature, why are they even in the school? Then, hold on. If we're going to exempt sexual in nature books from the LGBT, watch this. All books in school of a sexual nature needs to be removed. All books of sexual nature needs to be removed.
That's Debbie McCula, Executive Director of the Michigan Library Association. She says nobody likes everything in a library, but the collection has to have something for everyone.
The collection has to have something for everyone. Yes, the problem is, why does it seems to me, I don't know, why does it seem to me that the LGBT books is sexual? Somebody educate me. Is a lot of the LGBT books sexual? Oh yeah, the Romeo Juliet book needs to be taken out. Since we're talking about sexualizing kids and sexual books, everything should go there. Say, Will, are you talking about Little Red Riding Hood? That shit, damn it was sexual, wasn't it? Take that shit out too. Are there a lot of books that is LGBT based, non-sexual? So we have sex education. Listen, what are now, when it comes down to sex education, it should be introduced in sex education. So they still need to learn normal sexuality of life and body parts and their functions. You got a good point. Romeo and Juliet talk about suicide as well. The book need to be taken out. Because in my mind, if we have a problem, what's being taught to the kids, we need to have a problem all across the board, not just LGBT. Shout out to Simone for the $1 cash app. Say black man on the cover looking fruity as fuck. Try to taste something. That I just stopped. Why? And watch this. A lot of times when gay males is being shown and put at the forefront, why is the majority of the time that I see that is darker hue? It's darker hue males when there's more lighter hue males who is homosexual. If I'm not mistaken, according to the numbers. But it seems like the representation of gay males or gay males is darker hue. I don't understand that. But go ahead.
Can choose to challenge a book, but they must be left on the shelves until the challenge and reconsideration process are complete, something Dearborn schools will do in the future.
The Supreme Court back in 1982 determined that removing books from a school because certain people simply disliked the ideas contained in those books violated the First Amendment rights of students.
Oh, okay, so it went to the Supreme Court. So basically you can write what you want to write and introduce it into a school, but because some people may disagree with the opinions that's inside the book, it should be removed, and that is against the First Amendment or something. I understand that. But what if I'm writing a pornography book? A pornographic book. And some people don't like the book that I'm introducing. Or a pedo book. And some people don't like it. Is that against my freedom of speech too? When we kind of know that certain books ain't getting into school. Why? Because people don't like what's being written. But they can make the argument of you is blocking my freedom of speech and freedom of expression, and they could sue the school boards, right? Just saying, we got to have some type of boundaries.
Who may want or need information.
To have people's fear.
It's a passer. Shout out to my pimp player passer partners. Here we go.
To crowd out and to censor, various information that really should be free to the public, free for all.
Reverend Dr. Roland Stringfellow ministers to a largely LGBTQ congregation and worries about the message being sent with scenes like this.
I got to back you up before you get to speak that, pimp. I got to back you up. Watch what's being said. Oh, wait. Shout out to Lundy for the $1 cash app. Say it a part of the system to make black men look bad. That's a good point.
Amendment rights of students.
Students who may want or need information.
To have people's fears, to crowd out and to censor, various information that really should be free to the public, free for all.
Whoa, wait, but don't y'all crowd out material inside of your church? A lot of material is not welcome in your church, right?
Reverend Dr. Roland Stringfellow ministers to a largely LGBTQ congregation and worries about the message being sent.
Oh, so he pastors to a large amount of LGBT community members. Okay.
With scenes like this.
We are definitely sending bad messages to the young people by yelling and telling them, you can't have this, and it's really attacking their personhood.
Stop. Wait a minute. From a pastor. So, listen. This is for the LGBT community. Watch it.
And worries about the
I got
message
y'all.
being sent with scenes like this.
Watch it.
We're definitely sending bad messages
Yeah.
to the young people by yelling and telling them, you know, you can't have this and
Stop. We sending bad messages to the youth by yelling and telling them what they can't. I don't think he even understood what he just said. We send a bad message by telling them what they can't do. Isn't that what the church is about? Telling you what you can't do. You cannot be homosexual according to the book, man. What is you talking about? Don't that send a bad message to the youths? And a lot of y'all do it by yelling, screaming, saying, and the Lord say, and the devil say. He don't even understand what he just did.
Like this.
we're definitely sending bad messages to the young people by yelling and telling them, you know, you can't have this, and it's really attacking their personhood.
You can't have, if you're a man, you can't have another man. If you is a woman, you can't have another woman. That's in your doctrine. Doesn't that send a bad message to the youth? When the majority of your congregation is LGBT? Boy, you play too much. Go ahead.
Back at the Arab American News, Osama Siblani says,
told you to my LGBT community, I got y'all on that right now. Go ahead.
Monday's scene is not reflective of his community, one that knows discrimination all too well.
This is a diverse community. We have a diverse city and welcoming city. We will not tolerate anyone that is threatens LGBTQ or anybody for being different, because we are different. And we want it to be accepted. And we have been working very hard so we are accepted in this country. And
so he trying to increase his collection plate for Sunday, Willie, and I do understand.
And we cannot, right now, not accept others.
The school board meeting reconvenes at 7 o'clock Thursday night at Stout Middle School.
It's going to be at Stout Middle School. Y'all go on, jump on one another if need be. Say, Willie say he don't read or preach that translation. I'm trying to tell you something. No, he did not come out and say what he had just had done said to us. I couldn't believe it. Okay, listen, I'm outside the gates of hell. First million drinks on me. I got to explain to you why your ass ain't getting in. And I'm pretty sure that it's possible that he will tell people that he was called by the Lord to do the teaching. That's what's up. Let's go ahead and jump into this last video right here. Hold up. Make sure. Bam, bam, shout. Got it. Do this. Grab that. Pop that. Push that. I just really couldn't believe it. But here we go.
Security guards, but no major. There was a heavy police presence, a lot of security guards, but no major or significant issues at this meeting, even though tempers and emotions certainly flared.
Say Stout Middle School is ranked 274 in Michigan. Damn. Wait. Say this book is gay teaches. Porn is fine and fun. Oh, wait a minute. Porn is fine and fun. Running, licking the bottom, say scat, eating poop, golden showers, peeing on people is sexy. Boy on boy sex, girl on girl sex. It makes me different. How many, I don't know what this say, partners you know? How many gay partners you know? Hold on, wait. How many sexual partners you know? Say this book is gay. See, wait. I didn't know this. He's talking about the book. This book is gay. Remember, that's one of the books that they introduced to the school, right? He said the book is gay teaches porn is fine and fun. which that ain't a bad thing. Well, porn is fine and fun, but as they say, that porn can be, porn can do something to the psyche and, you know, give you a hard time in your future, whatever. It say it teaches rimming, licking the bottom, say scat, eating poop, golden showers, peeing on people, boy on boy, girl on girl, say it makes no difference. Wait, hold on. I didn't know that. See, like I said, if it's teaching sexual stuff to the children, it should be taken out of the schools. In my mind, not just LGBT, all that shit. Everything need to go there.
Major or significant issues at this meeting, even though tempers and emotions certainly flared.
Right. Yeah. And they posting it with a smile. He say, was the book written by R. Kelly? Don't do it like that. Say for children? Yeah, this is good. Yeah. And it just trips me out that so many adults is okay with this type of material available to your children, like the elementary kids. Say you hate gay people. What? And then again, we say it around here a lot. Because I don't agree with you, it's considered hate. If I don't agree that my child should be given or have access to this type of reading, now you hate gay people.
Tense moments in heat.
I don't think people is behaving this way because they hate gay people. I think they're behaving this way because they don't want it in their schools as far as teaching the sexual aspect of the LGBT.
Exchanges at Dearborn School Board meeting Thursday night as parents, residents, and community stakeholders sounded off on LGBTQ books in the district's library.
He, again, player really mad. Go ahead.
System.
To the LGBT community, the majority of parents are not here to attack your right to exist in a free society. Criticism of age-inappropriate content is not criticism of the LGBT community.
That was a great point. That's a great point. And in my mind, that's what the majority of parents is saying. We have a problem with the sexual nature of the material. It's not a problem with the LGBT as a whole. It's a problem that you're trying to push this shit on the children. But listen, like I also said, the heterosexual books with sexual explicit stuff needs to be removed too.
This was actually round 2 for the board, which suspended Monday's meeting over safety concerns. The massive turnout in the smaller space broke the fire code. Capacity was limited to about 600 people inside the Stoughton Middle School auditorium.
They broke the fire code. So many parents is against this. And so many people is for it.
Those who could not get in filled overflow spaces. Almost everyone wanted to weigh in on the issue at hand.
Banning LGBT books isn't going to stop anyone from being gay.
And you're correct. You are correct. But books of the sexual nature should not be accessible to the little children.
It will just make them miserable and alienate them.
It will make them miserable. I want y'all to really listen. I kind of understand, like if we was in the 90s. If we was in the 90s and this statement was made, kind of, all right, cool. We hiding information.
And to weigh in on the issue at hand.
Banning LGBT books isn't going to stop anyone from being gay. It will just make them miserable and alienate them.
It will make them miserable and alienate them. Everybody that's at y'all goddamn school got phones. Everybody at y'all school got internet. Everybody got parents. Everybody got a place to stay. Well, at least the majority of them have a place to stay. Why does it have to be in school? Why does it actually have to be in school when they looking this shit up on their own anyway?
And the consequences might be fatal.
Dearborn School.
And the consequences might be fatal. Then that says a lot about the LGBT community. That says a lot about the students. That says a lot about them as individuals. Because it does not have to be in school. The sexual nature don't have to be in school. We can have the books. But why does it have to be sexually explicit and all that shit when it's an LGBT book? But then again, how do you make an LGBT book without it being sexual in nature? Somebody inform me, let me know, teach me, because I don't know. Say, I want to know what LGBT book they read in school, because we damn sure didn't have none. I'm trying to tell you, well, they're talking about these 6 books, which is the problem. And like the person had to sign up of what one book teaches. If that one book is teaching all that, that book should not be in that damn school. Come on now, y'all.
Is reviewing 6 library books, including This Book is Gay and All Boys Are Not Blue.
This book is gay, sexualizing children.
After a parent complained about them, saying they were sexually explicit and inappropriate for kids.
Why? Yeah. Why do they have to be sexually explicit? Why you just can't have gay books without it being sexually explicit? I don't know how they would do that, but... And why would they want sexually explicit books taught to the children? You gotta ask yourself that, though. Why?
A normal, psychologically sound and stable mind would come to a conclusion that that specific material is nothing but sexually explicit.
Those who disagree say this uproar is not about books at all.
So let's stop pretending this is about protecting children from books. We all know this is about erasing our LGBTQ students and staff. It was literally written on signs people brought to the meeting on Monday.
The pushback against
stop running. Whoa, wait. Stop running or stop ruining our kids. Get your dirty books off the shelf. Say keep your nasty books in the closet. Now y'all weren't supposed to use the churn. But then again, when it's the other way around, they use the children too. Shout out to the swaggy deacon for the $1 cash out. He said they angry Putin in their pastor. Hell no.
The LGBTQ books has made unlikely bedfellows out of Muslims and some political conservatives. GOP candidates Christina Caramo and Matt DePerno and Republican lawmaker Jim Runstad and Matt Maddock were front and center at Thursday's meeting.
Our community, like many others across the country, is being intentionally divided by political players whose agenda revolves around anti-public school teachers, not what's best for students.
This issue comes up in Dearborn, but it's the same issue we're seeing in Grand Rapids. We're seeing it in Kalamazoo. We're seeing it in Northern Michigan. We're seeing it everywhere where school boards think that they can ignore the rights of the parents in terms of how their children are educated.
I gotta go back.
Question are off the shelves as the district reviews them. It is also
they off the shelves.
Revamping its library book review process. It is removing volumes that, quote, students are no longer using, that are out of date, or that are not age appropriate for that school level. Now, Dearborn Schools has also made it a lot easier, is making it easier for parents to limit what books and materials their kids can have access to. Reporting live in Dearborn, I'm Randy Wimbley, and this is The Edge.
Okay. I'm going to say this here too, because I got to back this up just a little bit because I want the name of one of these books. I was trying to look it up. Okay, this book is gay. this book is gay. Bam, I got it. See if we can see like an excerpt or something. I believe that's how it's supposed to be said. Oh yeah. If you have a problem with your child reading LGBT materials and stuff like that right there, you got to have a problem with cartoons. Your child shouldn't be watching cartoons either. I really got to point this out. Your child should not be watching cartoons either, or either. It's one of them. Because probably about some years ago, I was paying attention to what is on the damn cartoons. I'm like, oh shit, what happened? This ain't cartoons no more. They kissing and feeling on people. What the? I found the book. I got to put it up. I got to put this here up on the damn screen because they do allow you to preview the book. Hold up. This book is gay. Let's see. Oh, snap. Wait a minute. I did the wrong thing. Because it is a PDF. And where did I find that at? That was in Google. Wait, no, is that through Amazon? You click on okay. Let me make it smaller. Let's see, because we don't want to judge until we got the information. We need all the information. Well, we're not going to be able to get all the information because people will stand on what they stand on, regardless of what each other think. We will stand on what we stand on, and whatever we think is best for our children, then that's what we should stand on. Whether you is for it and or against it. I ain't mad at either or. My problem is, like I said in the beginning, if you did not give the parents the opportunity to opt out, then that would be like a problem. All right, y'all, this book is gay. And I was trying to see, damn it, I got down to lesson 1. You say, welcome to the club. The name game say you can't mistake our biology. Say stereotypes are poo. The fears, say haters gonna hate. Coming out, say where to meet people like you. Say the ins and outs of gay sex. Whoa, nesting hats, a guide to recognizing your gay saints. Let's go to the ins and outs of gay sex. If they have it up, what is that, 164? I'm pretty sure it's not going to let us go all the way down to 164. So 264, 2. So it's not going to let us do that. 255. Wait. I said 164. Nope. So it jumped from 12 to like 248. All right. So build the bridge. Say guidance for parents and carers of LGBT youth. If it's a guidance for parents, shouldn't the parents have access to the book and shouldn't be like in a school? Or would it make sense that it's in the school and maybe your youth child would have picked this up, you go home and share it with your parents? All right, cool. Say lighter hue people are promoting this and using the darker hue to promote it. I can believe that. I can believe that shit. I promise you, I can't believe it. But just the topic, just of what I just had done said. Hold up. The ins and out of gay sex depends on whether it's in elementary, middle school, or high school. It shouldn't be in the curriculum. It shouldn't be in the school. Just in my mind. I don't know. Other people think different. You know what I'm saying? I do understand a lot of the pressure that that comes with being gay, lesbian, transgender, as far as them coming out. It's understood. I get it. I do understand. Yeah, say the ins and outs. Laugh out loud. Yeah. But it's still 2022. It's not 02. It's not 92. It's not 82. Not 72. Is it still hard for kids to come out? Yes. Yes. I would say it's still hard for kids to come out. But to really make like a large, to really like make a fight to push this, hell, shouldn't it be for the ones who feel like they are gay or think that they are gay? Yes. I say for the kids, the students who feel like they are gay, they should have access to these books. Somebody made the argument earlier, because without this type of material, this is what also caused death. And I'm here to tell you, no, it don't. Not when you speaking on it without this type of material in school. At the school library, it may cause death. They walk around with the damn library in their hand. You're not gonna have me to believe without these books in schools, this helps with suicide. You say the ins and out of gay sex, say a medical handbook for men. This book is $17 at Barnes and Nobles. You say really a medical book. Now a medical book makes sense. A medical book makes sense. But these books, the students should have access. Depends on the age of the child. If the parents want to get this type of material for their kids, they should have the right to. I'm in agreement with that. But in like what happened in California, to where you could not opt out of LGBT teachings, that shit should have went to the Supreme Court and everything. But it seems to me like them parents didn't really fight it. So hey, it is what it is. If y'all ain't gonna fight for your kids, then that's y'all problem. Shout out to Lundy for the $1 cash app. Say, how do you opt out if it's in the library? That's a good point. Maybe the opt out is you can't check this book out, or you can't sit and read this book. But then they would have to be supervised by the teachers to make sure that they is not reading that book. And then we know how friends are, our peers are. They may get some information or get a book and share it with you. Now, a lot of parents don't want their kids to have access to this type of material. The problem is they're going to have access to this type of material as long as they have peers and as long as they have the internet. But if these type of things is pushed on the elementary kids and or the middle school kids, that's a problem. Now, I also looked it up somewhere else, and they say, welcome to the membership club. Lesson 1, sometimes men like men, sometimes women like women, sometimes women like men and women, sometimes men like women and men, sometimes people don't like anyone, sometimes a man might want to be a woman, sometimes a woman might want to be a man, sometimes people don't identify as a man or as a woman. Got that? It's really that simple. I want y'all to understand what I just had them say. Whoo, they is trying to. Now, in my opinion, they is trying to, I would say, brainwash the kids. Because this is the same book. Hold up. Because of chapter 1, hold on. Let's make sure we're doing the same book. I'm going to try to pull it up because I saw it over here. That's front cover. Yada, yada, yada. We got the front cover here. Wait a minute. Is that part of the introduction? Because I'm on page what? Okay, so it's after the content page. Hold on, y'all. The introduction. Say this introduction is gay. Okay. That's what's up. Say the author's notes. Wait. So chapter 1. Okay. Yeah, the welcome to the membership. Let me see if I can pull that up. Okay. This introduction is gay. Okay. We got it. Shout out to Kenji. Kenji for the $2 super chat. He say Google the name of the book and put PDF at the end. That's what I'm on now. But hold on. Because I got to have y'all to read this. Yeah. Welcome to the membership. I just read it. This is what I just read. I want y'all to understand what's not in this. Say sometimes men like men. Sometimes women like women. Sometimes women like men and women. Sometimes men like women and men. Sometimes people don't like anyone. Sometimes a man might want to be a woman. Sometimes a woman might want to be a man. Sometimes people don't identify as woman or as a man. Guess what they didn't put in here? That sometimes men like women. They didn't put in sometimes women like men. Y'all do understand that, right? But what they did put is sometimes women like men and women. So they're talking about bisexuals. They did not put in anything here that is not LGBTQ. They did not put heterosexual in there. I'm not saying that they have to. I'm just saying if this is being taught to students, it's in the schools, then it should also say sometimes men like women, period, and sometimes women like men, period. The solution for this is removing your children from the school. They will start to lose funding because of the numbers. Build your own private schools. You're absolutely correct. And people will tell you that they is not trying to impress upon your child. That is a lie. That's a lie. You say, got that? Questions. Say it's really that simple. But if y'all is doing this as part of teaching the youth, you should also put in the heterosexual part, right? I'm just saying. Say I could end this lesson there, but I don't think a few pages would make a very good book. So I suppose I should go into a bit more depth. Say, welcome to the membership club. Say there's a long-running joke that on coming out, a young lesbian, gay guy, bisexual, or trans person should receive a membership card and instructional manual. Oh, all right, cool. But listen, you can teach your children what you want to teach your children. You say no room for an H amongst the LGBTQ. Absolutely correct. Which is fine. And I can also understand their argument against adding the H, because I would say that they feel like that there is more than enough information for heterosexual people. That's understood. I got it. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? But for them not telling the complete truth in that one piece that we wrote, they wrong for that. That is wrong. Because at the end, they say it's that simple. Or it's that easy. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's really that simple. But y'all forgot that they can link up heterosexual though. So understand that they only pointing out that you can, in my opinion, this is pointing out you can only be LGBTQ. Because it said, got it, really? Wait. Got that? Question mark. It's really that simple. So these is the only ways that you can have relations or sexual relations? I think that's a fib. It's not a good thing. I'm trying to tell you something. Listen. If you have a problem with what's going on at the schoolhouse, please address it to your council members, to your school boards, and all that fly stuff right there. Do exactly what you should do as a parent. And again, if your only problem is these LGBT books, then we have a bigger problem than that when it comes down to the schools. Period, point blank. All sexual explicit content in the school libraries needs to be removed. None of it should be there, especially the elementary and the middle schools. Especially elementary and middle schools. I can more or less understand it in the high schools because these are the people who we actually allow to become parents. Say these are feelings, not facts. And this place is gonna burn soon. It's looking bad out here in the goddamn street. It really is. But people gonna do what they want to do. People gonna enjoy. People's not going to enjoy. People gonna agree. People's gonna disagree. Which we all should have the right to do that right there. Say teaching sexual conduct. Teaching sexual conduct is not going to make children better adults. Any sexual conduct, I can agree with that. I can agree with that right there because this information is not hidden anymore. So in my mind, it really don't need to be in schools. Just saying. But yeah, we don't pretend to care. That's what's up. Listen, give y'all a pat on the back. Cause boy, y'all done made it to the end of the midday news. We went a little bit longer than I wish to go around. It's prostate cancer awareness every day, players. Every day is just a finger. It's just a finger. If your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. You mess around and lose your little la-la. That should motivate you enough to get your thing checked on that. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, ladies. Feel on yourself, feel for them bumps. Let your player feel on you. Let your side dude feel on you. Let your husband, my condolences. Let your husband, let your besties, let your haters, let your ops feel on you just to see if you got the lumps. And please get the mammogram done. Do what you need to do to live a long, healthy life as you should out here in the goddamn street. You don't want to be out here. You don't want to go through chemo. But they continue to tell us or y'all that it is in your best interest to use chemo to get rid of cancer. That's what's up. A lot of times we don't think it through, but they said that that's the best thing going, and it has helped out a lot of people. So please do what you need to do to keep your life as good as possible. Because all our bodies is going to break down. Do not get this shit twisted. All our bodies gonna break down eventually. Because ain't nobody came up with the shit to keep our bodies from breaking down eventually. Y'all need to really get on y'all damn job. Y'all people who think of stuff. People who come up with this good stuff. Why there is no pill? Well, obviously we know why there's no pill to extend life, because then they lose money. I understand. You say, we feeling on you here at the field office today. Say, walk-ins is welcome. Say, see Shannon at the front desk. That's what's up. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking. Finna go on and get on up out of here. I'm going to see y'all around 8 o'clock. Well, at 8 o'clock for the nightly news. Remember, pay attention to your kids. Us as good parents, we typically don't. But for those of you who got time to go to the meetings and all that, you should be showing up at the meetings. If it's not for your kids, show up to see who you can fandangle with out here in the goddamn street. Go and build as a community to see who got the best reefers and stuff, who got the best coke and the meths and shit. We got the network. Again, if it's not about the kids, we can network about essential product. That's all we got. We almost made it to 500, but we didn't. Appreciate y'all for rocking. I done hit that damn button. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all for rocking with the play. I'm out.